Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already... Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rum.
If it is to your liking, dear customer.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this... But when I say ambiance, I refer to...
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, imagine. The weather is clear. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor. They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady... Merely grasping 1 or 2 of them will surely get...
Tianquan Ningguang. Liyue locals talk about her. Huh.
At last I have found you.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Chising. My name is Ganyu, well, in concrete terms...
Ningguang sent you?
My apologies, you who have returned from but I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said, invite her to... I wish to meet her at the Jade Chamber to...
And with that, the emissary who called herself God... But we've received an invitation. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count.
An invitation to visit. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished it...
Don't worry, we won't forget. Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now. Seems like I should have just stayed in bed. Make my escape. Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's... Well, since we want to go to the Jade let's look around. There has to be... Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. Yes, this must... Go with one! Stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in... Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets... Alright, let's Oh, hang on. Looks like we've gotten close to the... Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? No. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could...
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you We're invited guests. What makes... No. Wait. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber. No.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at—
Well, here they come.
To arms!
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Coaching, these two strange people—
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to...
We're invited guests, here to look for the
Well, as it happens,
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuhung of... I know of you, traveler.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet...
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. And yet, these Millilith are just here to guard the scene.
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to...
That was... Huh? Oh, right. So...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance.
We're not Adepti.
When you say protect, you're
Huh?
You are mortals and thus under their protection. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area. I'll say it like it is.
Well, you've got a point. Still, this is the first time.
Should I respect the shallow sense of forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. Either way, I will admit that Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even... I'll stop here. Honestly, you should both be off to the Jade Chamber. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the...
Favor? But, wait, that's right. Greeting gifts are a staple of Leo's culture. We need to get one. Not to...
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at... Well then. May we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty... So, what should we give to Ningguang? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of it. Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super... Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that... Let's go gather ingredients! Time waits for... Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear! And very delicious! That's the one! Did you hear that? No! That was... Uh-oh. It looks like the...
You're open! Thank you for your help, kind travelers.
It was nothing.
I understand. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxi. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have... Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks.
Wait a moment. Actually...
Oh? And what might that...
Do you have a box that can store presents?
Of course we do. How can one sell antiques without gift? Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon sugar frosted... Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told...
Uncle Meng already told me about. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. If any... Here, this container is itself an antique, with at least 100...
Yep. Hang on a moment. Could we
Sure, please help yourselves.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, we should be... It's done! The one and only sugar-frosted slime!
Oh yes, you might want to use these two freshly picked...
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got...
Though the clouds may darken and light turn...
According to Kochi... Excuse me, do you sell...
Yes. How many would you...
It's not convenient to speak of...
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend...
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guess.
I've been waiting for you. Return.
It's Ning. Since this is our first meeting...
Oh, for me.
Oh no, it's nothing.
I'm glad. This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchants. At first, it was but the size of one room. One day, I believe it will overshadow all. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But as such, I have been putting eyes and ears.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu.
Wait!
Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Gui...
You weren't peeking on us for...
I fear that peeking would have been a little... Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the... You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days. Gods that failed to seize the title. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue, even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back.
Who's this enemy you're talking?
What do you think, Traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a...
What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Be at ease, you two.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over...
Ooh, isn't...
Why, you've kept your ear to the...
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you. If possible, But if you were to choose the more you'd pick Kuch. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone but after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. Well, I must say that I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But for Liyue's sake, indeed, it seems that you understood what I meant to say. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize this. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their... Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends,
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently.
Yay! Paimon was just... One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for... Just imagine. How much... Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious... La 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 la. Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Sigil of permission, something, Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all. This piece of paper shows that a Qixing... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liu. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Oh, you really... Well, should we... Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks... Anyway, before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers.